Hello, I'm Sarah Long. I'm the director of the North Suburban Library System and your host for What's New in Libraries. Here's a question for you. What do snakes, dancers, and students at adult continuing education have in common? Stay tuned, you'll get the answer. We have a great show for you today. Are there any secrets revealed in the book? Yes. I see 1946-47 edition. Libraries are a treasure chest of all kinds of information on all kinds of subjects. But who would think? A program on snakes? Bernie J. Keene is an amateur herpetologist and has been conducting the program Snakes Alive for years. Notice that there is also a person on hand with sign language capability for those who are hearing impaired. This program was conducted at the Vernon Area Public Library. Let's see how it went.
Okay, I've been doing the shows for about 25 years or so. I've been keeping snakes for about 30. Most of the shows I do are at libraries. I've done some Boy Scout meetings. I've done some schools. And basically it's an educational program. I bring all non-venomous snakes. I usually start with a legless lizard to teach the children the difference between lizards and snakes, even though, you know, this lizard doesn't have legs. It looks like a snake. It's not. What makes it a lizard instead of a snake? And then I start out with, you know, usually red rat snakes and work my way up. I exhibit shed skins and rattlesnake fangs and rattles and hatched out eggs and newborn snakes peeking out of eggs when available, which usually is August or September when the eggs start to hatch out.
The reason we did this was to tie in with our summer reading club, Wild About Books. And we've never had a snakes program, just reptiles, snakes specifically, but we did it this year because we wanted to reach the kids that really like snakes. We've had dogs and we've had wolves, but there's a whole group of kids out there that really like snakes, so that's why we have the program today. And it was very successful. All of our summer reading programs, and I'd say the last 5 years, have been really successful. We've usually reach around 3,000 kids, and right now I think we're up very close to 3,000 kids. They have signed up for the summer reading program. This year we've tried to tie it in more as unifying the whole library. So the adult department is also doing a theme, Read 5 to Survive. So it's, you know, the whole theme is carried across throughout the library. We've had more people dress up, staff. We've had contests for the staff to dress up. And we are really trying to get the whole community involved.
It's a hands-on presentation. I walk around with the animals, let the kids touch the animals, and answer any questions that I can the kids have on snakes. Each show is different. I get a lot of feedback sometimes from parents when I've done like evening shows where they have like families, where the family units, and a lot of the parents really enjoy the show and have a lot of questions.
It's really important that children read as much as possible. If they're exposed to books at a very young age, it's proven that they'll be better readers in school. If they're exposed to nursery rhymes, which are so important for reading, they're better readers, and they're readers for life.
Don't bring a snake back, because if he doesn't feed, you can't go back up and let him go. And if you have to let a snake go, you have to let him go exactly where he was found, because that's where he's found the best area to live in. Okay, thank you very much.
Boys and girls, I want to thank you all for coming. Let's give Mr. Keene.
Hi, I'm Sarah Long, director of the North Suburban Library System. At work, home, or play, the answer is only a click away. Answers Unlimited, the new live online reference service, allows you to chat with a librarian from home via the internet. This is just a new format for many of your local libraries to provide the service they've always provided best, namely, getting you the information you need. Just go to www.answersunlimited.org and get connected to your information professional and internet expert, a librarian. Remember, you can find the information you need at your library. The Lakehurst Players is a group of adult learners who attend literacy classes through the Lake County Learning Connection, which is actually a partnership between the Waukegan Public Library and the College of Lake County. They have developed a series of skits to explain their experiences in the hopes of encouraging others to get help. Today, they are being taped by a crew from Springfield. The outcome is a videotape that will be distributed to over 110 literacy programs in Illinois and to other libraries throughout the country. Carol Morris is the program director at the Waukegan Public Library.
The Lakehurst Players are a group of adult learners who are currently enrolled in an adult basic education class at the College of Lake County in Grayslake, Illinois. The students, most of whom are fairly new readers, have been part of this class. One time in class, the students were talking about problems that confronted them because they don't read very well. And one of the students shared a story about going to a card store and buying a greeting card for his wife. And when he got home, it was not a birthday card that he thought. It happened to be a get well card. So from that discussion, the students shared other things that had happened to them that made them feel uncomfortable with their reading skills not being what they say up to par, up to snuff. So from this discussion, they started talking about, well, gee, we should let other people know the kinds of things that we face and that we may not read very well, but we're smart in a lot of other different areas. So from out of that grew the Lakehurst Players.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes,
Can you help me, can you show me where the birthday card's at?
our birthday cards are right there.
Or can you help me find one?
I'm very busy right now.
Okay, thanks anyway.
Yep.
Yeah, I think she loves flowers. Yeah, I think she'll like this one here. She'll get a kick out of flowers. Yeah, I think I get her this one. Happy birthday, honey.
Thank you, you remembered.
Yeah,
Oh, all the pretty flowers on here, that was so nice of you.
yeah. I hope you like it.
But this is a get well card.
What? That guy gave me the wrong card. Let me take it back.
That's okay, because if you continue your reading classes, I know you'll get the right card one day.
Their very first performance was in 1997, and they did a small improvisational skit evolved in around, they did a small improvisational skits centered around greeting cards. And from that, the Lakehurst Players were invited to perform at the American Library Association's annual conference in Chicago in July 2000. From that performance, they were invited to perform at Literacy Volunteers of America's National Conference in Kansas City in October 2000.
It's the best thing that ever happened because people need to know and they need to be aware of what's going on. There are people out there that do not know how to read. There's people out there that need help. They are too ashamed to ask for it. And I think with us doing what we're doing, we'll put it out there and they can know that they don't have to be ashamed. And if they are ashamed, it's okay. But it's not okay to be ashamed and not do anything about it. But it's okay to be ashamed and then do something about it because we all need this help. And there's help out there and it's available for them. And they just need to pick up that phone and make that call, and that's the hardest part right there. And they will be amazed at the people that are out there that are willing to help them. I mean, I've been into the program for a while, and it's just been easier and easier, and I couldn't do anything very much. I take care of my own business. my own home, my family, my car. I mean, I do everything for myself. I don't depend on it. But the things that I do have a problem with, I know I can go to these people and they will help me. And I don't have a problem with that. I think we're more like a family. It's not you and you, but it's us as a whole. We don't come together like you're well, you're this and you're that. I try to make sure everybody has something to say, and that's just what like it is when we're in class. It's not the teacher and we're the students, or this is the tutor and this is the student. We are there and we all come together as one and talk about whatever it is that we want to do. We tell them what we want to learn, what we need help with, and they do just that. And I think that's why we have came so close to not to being, separate. But we have came together as a family, and we love one another like sisters and brothers, because to me, these are my sisters and brothers, not biologically, but they are still my sisters and brothers, and we all love one another. We call one another at home. If someone is sick or in hospital, we go and visit. And I mean, those are the things we do because that's a part of us. They are a part of us. If they fall, we fall. If they're failing, then we're failing. But if we hold one another up, then they'll be strong and everything like that, because, that's just how it should be. It shouldn't be one, and well, oh well, so what, because that's not how you can't build anything. Together you stand and divided you fall. So this is what it's all about. And I mean, I love this. I don't think I ever want to do anything else. Hi. How was work today?
Oh, I had a rough day today.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
But that's really too bad. I'm sorry to hear that you had a rough day.
Why are you dressed up so?
I'm not dressed up. I'm not dressed up. On Tuesday and Thursday I go to class.
You go to school on Thursday now? I thought we agreed you go on Tuesday.
Now it's Tuesdays and Thursdays, 2 nights a week. Come on, don't start that again.
I had a rough day. Did I tell you that?
And I'm sorry you had a rough day.
Who's going to say about the kids?
All you have to do is give them dinner. It's all ready. The table is set and everything. That's all you have to do.
I had a rough day. Now come home. You won't give me a rough night.
I'm sorry that you had a rough day, but come on, give me a break here.
Come on now. I'm not up to it.
You're not up to it?
No,
to give the children dinner and put the dishes in the sink?
I had a rough day. Remember now, when you had a rough day, now, I don't feel like saying about no kids tonight.
You always come here on Tuesday and Thursday. I had a rough day. You always having it rough. When it's time for me to go to class, already missing it.
Yeah, but you didn't talk about going to school on Thursday night.
We talked about it, and you know that, so I don't know why you carrying on that way. What is the problem?
Well, I can't. I had a rough day.
The whole thing, I'll give the children dinner, because if I miss one night, I'm going to be out of class anyway. So just forget it. I'll do it. I'll take care of it myself.
Just like a woman.
And those are some of the things that happen sometimes when you have this spouse that just will not stand behind you. You thought you had talked everything over, and everybody agreed till you're doing whatever it is that you have to do, and then one of the partners just seemed to just want to bag out and renege on what they said they agreed to do. So you just have to deal with that situation and move on and do whatever you need to do until you can get it done what you want to do.
I think the significance of this project is that it's giving students, adult learners, a voice. It's a way for them to share their stories and their journeys to literacy. It's a way for them to let other people know outside of their community, outside of their even home environment, that just because maybe they don't read very well, they still are skilled in other areas. And they also want to get across the point that if you're out there and you're seeing this video, that you don't need to be ashamed about the fact that you don't read very well, because as the folks in the video may say, that they too were in the closet and not willing to come out and let people know they don't read very well. But the Lakehurst Players, in being a part of the improvisational theater group, has allowed them to step forward and to share their story. So it's been sort of a catharsis for them. If someone is interested in becoming a volunteer tutor, if someone is interested in working on his or her reading skills, there's an 800 number that you can call in Illinois. The 800 number is 1-800-321-9511.
Hi, I'm Sarah Long, Director of the North Suburban Library System. Did you know that Digital Past is a local history digitization project in which over 20 libraries in northern Illinois participate? If you visit www.digitalpast.org, you'll find over 20,000 images of items such as photos, diaries, postcards, newspaper clippings, and more, which relate to the history of our area. The goal of the project is to make difficult-to-access, historically significant items available to thousands over the World Wide Web, and to showcase the historical richness of our area. If you'd like to learn more about the history of your area, check out Digital Past or check in with your local librarian. Remember, you can find help with all your information needs at your library. September is Library Card Sign-Up Month. Now really, you can sign up for a library card anytime, but in September, libraries in our area are mounting a special push to get you to sign up for your library card. It's free in all areas where you pay taxes for library, and it really does open up a whole world of information. Every library has books to check out, not only books, paperbacks, all kinds of audio and video materials, and all the libraries in our area have access to the internet. So you can go to the library and do your email or talk to the librarian about questions that you have, even questions on using the internet. Another feature of libraries in our area is programming. Many libraries have programming all year long for adults and for kids. The library really is a treasure chest of information on every subject that you can imagine. And there's something for everybody, no matter how you learn or no matter what subject you're interested in. And don't forget the librarian. The librarian is the 21st century information professional. This is a person who can not only help you find books, materials, answers to questions, but somebody who is skilled in using the internet. If you've used the internet, you know that horrible feeling when you put in a few search terms on a search engine and you get 5,486 hits. That's too many to be useful. But librarians have strategies and they can teach you. Many libraries in our area have computer labs, so you can take courses on how to use the internet and how to use other electronic resources. September is library card sign-up time. Don't miss this opportunity. But if you do miss it, go anytime. The library's there for you. Libraries are known for their excellent programs. You can find anything from lectures to dance. Recently, the Des Plaines Historical Society partnered with the library to celebrate Family Heritage Days.
Well, today is part of a two-day weekend event called Family Heritage Days, and it was initiated by the Illinois Association of Museums and the Illinois Heritage Association, and it's a statewide event, and we're doing it at the local level. And what this means is we had two events going on Saturday and Sunday. The Saturday event was based on genealogy and information for the public to learn more about the genealogical process. And today's event is more of a celebration of family heritage. We have a wonderful coming together of different cultures in celebrations of their family heritage and in performance and music and dance and song. Also in table displays showing things from their families, things from their past that represent who they are, where they came from. And this is part of a thing that we like to portray from our point of view as historians. and we like to show that all cultures have a place in our history and in displays. One of our groups was the Society of Danube Schwabians, and they're a Chicago area group of German culture and history, and they do the music and dance of traditional their German heritage. Another group that performed today was the Maine East High School South Asian Club, and they performed modern and traditional Indian dance. We have the ballet Folklorico Sol Azteca, and they're performing now to show their heritage of Mexico and the different states of Mexico.
The children's folk dance group from the Society of the Danube Schwabians performed today at the Heritage Festival and showed a few of the regional folk dances. The children range in age from 3 to 14 in this particular group. They practice about twice a month, but we do take a few months off in the summer. The dances are very simple, but they are very authentic German folk dances. They are not choreographed in any way. The table has 2 dolls with really authentic German dress from Southeastern Europe. Our organization does not come from Germany itself. In the 1700s, the Germans settled the Southeast European region along the Danube, and they kept their culture intact there for about 200 years. So it is a little different than what you'll find in Germany. The dresses are older looking, where Germany kind of evolved and we didn't. And a lot of handcrafts and sewn items that were found in homes in that region. I think it's a great way to see all the different cultures that we have here in Des Plaines, and maybe it's a way to get along better, I think, with other ethnic groups.
I think that the library is involved for maybe a couple of reasons. One, our building that we're so happy with and so proud of, and we want to use it in as many ways as possible. And 2, we wanted to work with other agencies here in the city, and the Historical Society or Museum, it's kind of interchangeable. They're located very close to us, and we wanted to be working with them. And last fall, I received a brochure from the Illinois Association of Museums mentioning this project that they had planned, and I sent our name to them, saying that we would maybe partner with the museum, and then they started including our names together. Definitely, it's win-win for both of us, because I know we've come out of it feeling really so happy with the event, and they have too. I think that the library can give our community a community center, and where people can gather and meet and have fun together. And I think that we saw that today.
Okay, you know what this is? It's beautiful carving, please. But this, years ago, the Vikings and their old Norwegians, they used to carve this. If they found this sweetheart, they would make an elaborate carving of this, or they would rose mull it, which is the rose painting, and present it to the young lady. Now, if she accepted this, then that was her engagement present. It's an iron. Or, years ago, what we used to call mungle. They used to have a machine that pressed your linens. Well, you would take your linens, and you would put them on a long dowel rod, real tight, and use your old elbow grease, and this is what they use. In many homes today, you'll see these in Norway and elbow homes as mainly decorative pieces.
I'm here with Allison Tremarco, who's head of public relations at the Skokie Public Library. Allison, I understand you've really been in the thick of programming for the Human Genome Project. What do we have to look forward to?
Well, this fall we have 3 programs coming up for people of all ages so they can learn more. On the 4th of October in the evening, people can come together for a book discussion based on Matt Ridley's book, Genome, the autobiography of a species in 23 chapters. So that'll be an interesting opportunity for people who are not scientists to get together and talk about these issues.
Do you have to read the book first?
It's probably a good idea, but copies are available at the Reader Services desk if you're interested. And then on the 25th of October at 7 in the evening, we have Evanston author Ron Friedel coming, and he writes nonfiction for young adults, and he's going to be talking on solving crimes the DNA way. So he'll be talking about how DNA plays an increasing role in exonerating the innocent and convicting the guilty.
Is there a book to read for that?
No, actually that is sort of going to be a fun mystery night, so we're hoping teenagers and young adults will enjoy that in particular.
Sounds great. Well, you know, there's, I think one of my favorite TV programs the Law and Order now has this Crime Stoppers unit that is getting into this different ways of solving crime. So you're right on the money. You're just doing what the public wants to know about.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Allison.
Thank you.
While at Skokie, I wanted to learn more about the Skokie Chronology Project, which begins at 1500 AD and runs through 2000.
I've been involved with a number of other individuals in producing something called the Skokie Chronology, which is a history of Skokie, arrangement of events that have happened in Skokie's history by date. And it's now covering the time period 1500, long before there was any actual thought that Skokie would exist, up to the year 2000. The Skokie Chronology, actually I'm holding the second edition in my hands. There was actually a first edition, and the impetus for starting the project in the beginning was a celebration of the country's bicentennial in 1976. The library was meeting with other groups in the community trying to develop projects that would really be an appropriate way to celebrate, and the library was interested in coming up with a project that would really be unique to the community and that would be of lasting value to the residents. I think it's important that the library be involved in a project like this because it's in my view, the place that people in the community turn to for information and regard as a source of legitimate information. I think just in terms of local history, a community and the various institutions of it really have an important responsibility for recording their own history. Nobody else is going to do it. The Skokie Historical Society's Millennium Committee, before the year 2000, in planning for activities that might be appropriate to that, we're looking for projects to do. And Dick Wittry, who was both on the library board as a trustee and an author of local histories, and on the Historical Society board, was aware of the first edition and decided that that would be a really appropriate project to undertake. And so this led to a very nice collaboration between the library and the Historical Society.
The experience was just it's a wonderful experience. It's important, and I've participated in local history. I'm an amateur historian, and I think it's important that the facts of history, as we know them, be recorded somewhere before they get relegated to the dustbin of history. Even the smallest bits of information are important, and I can give you a prime example of that. Just west of here is a home that was constructed in 1869 by Skokie's first founder, Henry Harms. There's an attempt now to raise the building. And we are, the Skokie Historical Society, as well as members in the general public, are attempting to preserve this very old and one of Skokie's first residences. And the chronology has come into play with respect to ascertaining the various facts associated with the home and the life of Henry Harms. People are free to contact me at the email address. The email address is wittry@msn.com.
Thanks for being with us. And did you get the answer to the question I posed at the beginning? The answer is libraries, and you can find out for yourself. Visit your library, and always when you go there, find out what's new. Great show for you today. Are there any secrets revealed in the book? Yes. I see 1946-47 edition.